Hi, I'm Sarah with the Volusia County Public Library System, coming to you from the Ormond Beach Regional Library. And on this episode of Volusia Gets Crafty, I'm going to walk you through how to create a project using a written pattern and a crochet diagram. Now this Shamrock Garland that you see here is classified as a beginner project. It uses all stitches that we've learned so far, half double crochets, some chains and slip stitches, and it uses patterns that you can access for free online. So you can look in the description box below for if you want to print it out yourself, but I've got some enlarged copies that will show on screen as we work through the project together. And if after watching this video you're interested in more crochet patterns, I encourage you to stop by one of our branches and check out a crochet book, or go on to one of our digital platforms like Hoopla. You can download a crochet ebook and have patterns at your fingertips in seconds. So whenever you're ready, grab a hook and some yarn, and let's go get started. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to make the Shamrock Garland that you see here. Now it consists of 3-leaf clovers that have little stems on them, and then interspersed you've got lucky little 4-leaf clovers as well. So we're going to use a written pattern for the 3-leaf clover, and then I'm going to bring in the crochet diagram, and we'll use that for the 4-leaf clover when we get to that. So that way we get practice with both. I'm going to bring in a light green yarn. Now for the 3-leaf clover, the instructions said to make 20 3-leaf clovers in a color A and 20 3-leaf clovers in a color B. So you would have a total of 40 if you want to make the garland the length that the project said. Now when I made the garland, I discovered it was about 14 feet long. It was a bit long for me, so what I did was I made 2 smaller ones of 7 feet long, but that kind of gives you an idea of how much this will make if you follow the instructions as they're listed. So if you want, you can make fewer and make a smaller garland just from the get-go. They also said you could just use the clovers as little confetti decoration too if you don't want to put it onto a string and make a garland. Okay, so I've created a slip knot and I got it on my hook, and we're going to start by following our written pattern. So CH, remember from our previous video where we learned about how to read patterns, means it's a chain. So we need to chain 4. So that's what we're going to start with. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to join with SLST, which is a slip stitch, to the first chain, CH, to make a ring. So we've done this before. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, go into that very first chain that we made, and do a slip stitch. So this is familiar stuff. You're just using a pattern to kind of follow it along. And round 1, and this is the only round, so that makes it really easy. We're going to start with CH3. What does that mean? It means we've got to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then the next instruction is we're going to put 2 HDCs, which is half double crochet, into the ring. So if you remember from our previous videos, a half double crochet, we yarn over, we go into the center of a circle, pull up a loop, and then we yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So there's 1, and we're going to put a second one into the center of the circle. All right. Then our next instruction is we need to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do 1 slip stitch into the ring. So we're going to go back down into the ring and just insert right away, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Then our instructions say we want to repeat from the star twice more. So where's the star? Right back up here. So we got to go back to go. Do not collect $200, right? We got to repeat that whole thing again 2 times. So we're going to chain up 3, 2 half double crochets into the ring. So yarn over, go into the center, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, and we need 1 more. Chain 3, 1 slip stitch into the ring. Pull through and pull through. And we need to do it twice more, right? So that was the first time. Now we're going to do 1 more time. So chain 3, 2 half double crochets into the ring, another chain 3, and then we're going to slip stitch back into the center. Now remember, you're working into the circle so you can move those stitches if it's getting crowded down there. Okay, so we did the twice more. Now we're going to do the little stem of the shamrock. So to do that, we're going to chain 4. Now it says to turn it, but I didn't find that you needed to do that. You'd be welcome to turn your project and work back along that little chain, but I found it easier just to keep it the way it was. So you go by whatever works best for you. But the directions say to skip the first chain from the hook, and we're going to put 1 slip stitch in each of the next 3 chains. So we're going to skip the first chain from the hook, which is right here, and then you've got 3 more. So you're just going to go into the top of that loop, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Go into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, and then the last chain, which was the very first one you made, pull through and pull through. That's just making the stem a little bit thicker and stronger. And then the last instruction, slip stitch back into the ring. So make your little space there, go back into the center, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Then you're going to chain 1 and fasten off. Now if you like the center a little bit tighter than that, you can pull on the tail if you were bearing it along. It'll make it a little bit tighter. And then you could weave in your ends, but that is your first 3-leaf clover that you need to make. If you want to make the garland, you're going to make a lot of them, so you'll get some practice. But that is how you'll read the written pattern to make the 3-leaf clover. Okay, so now we're going to work on creating the 4-leaf clover by using the crochet diagram. Now when you look at a crochet diagram, this one is going to begin in the round because you can see that there's a circle, just like the 3-leaf clover, and it has 4 of these little ovals, which we know from the stitch key are equal to a chain. So what we're going to do is chain up 4. So get a slip knot on your hook and do a chain of 4. And then the little dot there, that black dot, means we're going to slip stitch into the very first chain you made. So insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through to create your circle. Okay? Then looking at the diagram, you can see next to the number 1, there's 1, 2, 3 chains. You're always going to read your diagrams counterclockwise. So you're going to chain up 3, and then you have 2 of these little guys here, which when we look at the stitch key, it shows are half double crochets, because they just have the little hat at the top. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the center and pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So there's 1 half double crochet, and then we're going to go back in the center for our second. Yarn over and pull through all 3. Then we have to add in 3 chains to the 3 little ovals, and then we're going to slip stitch back into the center of the circle. So this is just like the 3-leaf clovers, you guys, except we're not going to have the stems. We're having 4 petals instead. So the next part, we've got another 3 chains. Then we have 2 half double crochets all into the center. So 2 half double crochets. There's 1. There's 2. And then a chain 3. And then we're going to slip stitch. The little dot means a slip stitch into the center of the circle. All right. Another 3 of these circles, those are the chains. So chain 3. 2 half double crochets. And remember, you're going into the center of a circle, so you can move those stitches if you're getting crowded. So yarn over and pull through all 3. Do that 2 times. And then chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch back into the circle. So that's where we had ended with the 3-leaf clover, but we're going to do a 4-leaf clover and make this one extra lucky. So we're going to chain another 3, and 2 half double crochets. Going to go back into the center. 1 and 2. Another 3 circles, which are the chains, so chain 3. And then another slip stitch into the center of the circle. Right. And then you'll do is you'll chain 1 and you'll fasten off and you'll weave in your ends. Now for this particular clover, the 4-leaf clover, this is the written pattern for it, but the directions said to make 5 4-leaf clovers in a color A and 5 in a color B for a total of 10 4-leaf clovers. Now you could remember from my example, I used a lighter green and a darker green yarn for the shamrocks, and then for the garland part I used a white. So I'm going to show you then how to go ahead and string these onto a garland next. Okay, so when you're ready and you've made all of your clovers and you're ready to make your garland, what you're going to do is start with a slip knot with a white color or a cream color or whatever you want. If you want to even use one of the colors you used for the shamrocks, that's fine too. But what you're going to do is you're going to alternate, if you want to make it like the pattern and the picture on the website, what you can do is alternate the 3-leaf clovers with the A and B color, and every fourth one, or after every 4 3-leaf clovers, you're going to have a 4-leaf clover. So you can just keep alternating the colors, or if you just want to make all garlands of 4-leaf clovers, because boy, we can use a lot of luck right now, right? That's up to you too. So to join your clovers, you're going to start by chaining 10. You're going to take a clover, make sure that your yarn is kind of behind the clover. You're going to put your hook under both of the loops on the top of that half double crochet, one of them. It doesn't matter which one, but I find the one on the right lets it kind of hang right. You're going to put your yarn over your hook, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook for a slip stitch. Okay, then you're going to chain another 10. You're going to take your next shamrock, move your yarn kind of behind it, and go into the top of one of your half double crochet stitches. Yarn over, pull through, and pull through, and then chain another 10. And you'll do that all the way along, connecting all of your shamrocks in that pattern that I mentioned. But like I said, that's the fun thing with crochet, is you can make it your own. If you decide you want to abandon the pattern at that point and kind of order them however you want, you're good to go with that. So after you've joined all of your clovers together, you'll end up with a nice length that you can hang and use to decorate your house for any holiday coming up. I added a little tassel at the end. You can do that too. It's just using a couple strands of yarn and slipping them onto the end like we did with our bookmark. So you're welcome to do that too if you want to finish it off that way. All right, so this is how you would use a written pattern and a crochet diagram to create this shamrock garland. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. You can check out more like it on Volusia Library's YouTube channel. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.